Welcome to the Financial Freedom Network. My name is Steve, and in today's video, I'm going to cover the one retirement strategy that could keep you rich for life. And by the way, most people get it completely wrong. So, you spent your whole life working, earning that steady paycheck every 2 weeks, and now it's gone. No more paycheck. So, what now? Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered what happens when the last paycheck actually hits your account? You spent decades showing up to work, collecting a paycheck, and budgeting your life around it. But now retirement is here, or maybe it's right around the corner. And that means that predictable paycheck, well, it's about to disappear. So now you're left with savings, investments, social security, maybe even a pension if you're lucky. But let's be real. None of that, absolutely none of that, feels as reliable as a paycheck hitting your account every 2 weeks, does it? And here's the part that keeps people up at night. So, what if your savings aren't enough? What if the market crashes right after you retire? What if you outlive your money? What if healthcare costs skyrocket or inflation eats away at your nest egg? It's scary, I know, because this next phase of life isn't about making money, it's about managing money. And if you don't have a clear plan, you could very well run out of money long before you run out of time. But here's the thing: retirement doesn't have to be a financial nightmare. In fact, if you approach it the right way, you can make your money work harder than you ever did, setting up a steady, predictable stream of income that lasts for the rest of your life. So stick with me because I'm going to show you exactly how to create a bulletproof retirement income plan, just so that you can stop worrying about money and start enjoying your retirement, which we all want to do. So in this video, we'll cover how to maximize your income, how to minimize your taxes, and most important of all, make sure you never run out of money, no matter how long you live. But first, just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative that you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game changing video that affects your finances. And I promise you, you'll appreciate it. So now let's buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So, step one in this process is for you to create a comprehensive income plan. Now, this is where you stop thinking like an employee and you start thinking like a CFO. So, the foundation of a secure retirement is a well structured income plan. Without a clear strategy, you could find yourself in a situation where your money runs out far sooner than you expect. The truth is, you've probably spent years accumulating assets, but now it's time to transition from building wealth to distributing wealth in a smart and sustainable way. So let's walk through exactly how to do that step by step. So the first thing is assess your financial landscape, because you can't build a plan until you know exactly what you're working with. So first up, take inventory of your financial situation. Start by listing your assets. Now, these include savings, maybe money in checking and money market accounts, investments like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, real estate like rental properties or vacation homes, retirement accounts like 401ks, IRAs, and Roth IRAs, then annuities, and finally, business interest. So, next, create a detailed breakdown of your monthly and yearly expenses. Now, this should include housing. And under this, we've got mortgage, rent, or property taxes. Then look at utilities, so electricity, water, internet, and cable. Then next up, look at healthcare. What are your insurance premiums? What are your out-of-pocket costs? How much are your prescriptions? Then look at your transportation, like car payments if you have any, insurance for the car, and gas. Then food and groceries. And finally, entertainment and travel. But here's the part that most people forget, and I hate to use that dreaded word, inflation. Now, the cost of living rises over time, which means your money will have to stretch further as the years go on. For example, if you need $60,000 a year to live on today, well, you'll need over 80,000 to cover the same expenses in 15 years, and that's even with modest inflation. Next up, account for healthcare costs. Now, healthcare is one of the biggest expenses in retirement, and sadly, as we all know, it increases with age. Fidelity estimates that the average retired couple will need over 300,000 to cover healthcare expenses alone. Now, if you're not planning for that, sadly, you're setting yourself up for trouble. Then, categorize your income sources. Now, once you've laid out your assets and expenses, you need to organize your income sources. Now, there are three main types of retirement income. So, first, guaranteed income. Now, this includes any funds that will come in consistently, no matter what the market is doing. Next, your Social Security, which, by the way, you can maximize by delaying. Look at your pensions if you're fortunate enough to have one. And then your annuities. These are guaranteed income contracts. So, next, write down your investment income. Now, this is the money you'll generate from your investments. They could be stock dividends, bond interest, real estate rental income. And remember, not to leave out your portfolio withdrawals. Now, this is the money you'll pull from retirement accounts like IRAs, 401ks, and taxable brokerage accounts. Now, here's a real point of wisdom. You need to be strategic about which accounts you withdraw from first to minimize your taxes and maximize your growth. Next up, it's time to implement goal-based investment. Now, your investment strategy in retirement should shift from maximizing returns to generating reliable income while still preserving capital. And here's how to structure it. So, first off, invest in stocks for long-term growth. Then, focus on dividend-paying stocks like bonds and REITs. Then you need to focus on cash reserves. And if possible, keep 1 to 3 years of expenses in cash or cash equivalent. Now, a well-diversified portfolio balances growth, income, and stability. So, time to look at what comes next, namely, to develop a tax-efficient withdrawal strategy. Now, the biggest mistake retirees make is when it comes to withdrawing money without considering the tax impact. Poor withdrawal decisions can result in a higher tax bill and, sadly, a shorter lifespan for your portfolio. So, here's to avoid that particular problem. Start with taxable accounts first. Withdraw from brokerage and savings accounts before you tap into your 401k or your IRA. And most important, leave Roth IRAs for last. Now, Roth IRA withdrawals, as you probably know, are tax-free and they have no RMDs, that's required minimum distributions. It's also vital that you are strategic with Social Security. Delaying Social Security until age 70, well, that will increase your monthly benefits significantly. Now, next up, here's something you may not have heard of, but use the 4% rule, but adjust. Start with 4%, but tighten up in down markets and loosen up in strong years. On to step 3. The work doesn't stop once you retire. Now, retirement planning is a dynamic process that regularly requires adjustments. So rebalance your portfolio first and shift more towards bonds and cash as you age. Then monitor your spending. If the market takes a downturn, tighten the belt. And third, look for new income streams like rental properties, dividends, and side hustles can all add to your retirement income. You should also harvest capital gains in low income years and take advantage of lower tax rates. Now, here are some passive income ideas to stretch your money. Now, I know it's fairly obvious, but to really secure your retirement, you need to make your money work for you even when you're not actively managing it. So, here are some smart passive income ideas. Many of them I use myself. So, first of all, dividend stocks. Invest in companies with strong dividend paying histories. Next up, real estate investment trusts, or as they're known, REITs. You can earn rental income without managing properties. Then, peer to peer lending. You can earn interest by lending money directly to others. Also, you could create digital products. Maybe you can write an ebook, start a YouTube channel, or even monetize a blog. Well, that just about covers it. And I know that retirement without a paycheck is intimidating, but it's also an opportunity to take control of your financial future. So if you've got a solid income plan, a smart withdrawal strategy, and ongoing adjustments, well, you can create a retirement that's not just comfortable, but truly abundant. So do me a favor, guys. If you found this video helpful, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and stay tuned because in the next video, we'll provide more financial tips to boost your income and your credit scores. Have a wonderful day.